Some people call me a trailblazer. And that's cool, I guess. But also something I really wrestle with. Because a trailblazer is someone who's kind of out on their own. Someone doing something that no one else is doing. And sometimes it's kind of lonely because not everyone understands your vision. And going first down a trail means that you go through the spider webs and the pokey things. Things get splintery when you go against the grain. And it's in those moments you ask yourself the deepest of whys. Why am I doing this? Why does my brain have to be so different? Why can't I just be happy doing the things everyone else is doing? When you finally reach the clearing and everything comes together, there's nothing like that bliss and wonder. That despite all the spider webs and pokey things, somehow you made it. A mixture of pride and vulnerability of saying, here it is, world, what do you think? But you also find something else at the top. That even in your own circle, you still don't fit into their box. And you start to wonder, maybe the things you're proud of aren't really anything to be proud of at all. When you feel overlooked, it's easy to want to give up. But being a trailblazer isn't just about blazing forward. Because when you turn around, you realize that all this time, you are also making a trail. And with it comes the hurricane of encouragement from the ones who understand your vision, the ones who see and love you, the ones inspired to follow after you, and the ones with new courage to blaze their own trails. And it's for those people you realize what you have to do. They say, be the change or whatever. So when you're so outside the box, just make your own. And while you can celebrate the ones that beautifully do fit in the boxes, you realize it's kind of awesome that you don't. But I know that behind me is a freaking legion of creatives and the world isn't ready for them. This is a celebration for the creatives, the misfits, and the misunderstood. You are not just a groomer as an aid to a need. You're a freaking fur sculpturist, a multitasking champ, compassionate, resilient, all the while keeping your cool. And deep inside, you've hid your little spark. But you are not an accident. You're exactly who you are, with all your quirks and passions designed from above. So here's your permission to be unique because you are seen and loved.
Welcome to the SEEN&LOVED Awards, an award ceremony I just made up a couple weeks ago. What I wanted to do is just celebrate the crazy amount of unique creativity that I have seen this year in the grooming industry. I have thought up not very traditional awards of things that I feel like are really important to the grooming world that just haven't had their chance to be fully celebrated yet. So I hope as you guys watch this, it will inspire you to try new things, but more than that, to find your thing. Like maybe there's something that like there isn't a category for yet. So obviously I'm really passionate about like outside the box, not being confined to a category and just doing what brings you joy. And I think when you develop that unique voice that you have, your little spark, and make it shine even brighter, it allows other people the permission to find their thing too and to experiment and take risks, and we need more of that. not just the grooming industry, like the world needs you and whatever it is that's inside of you that makes you come alive. So this is not an exhaustive list of only the cool categories. Like, think of your category, and we are starting a Facebook group. It's the Seen and Love community. So during the year, when you see something that just catches your eye and you're like, this is awesome, post it in the community group. Like, we want to see it and we want to celebrate it. And maybe we can just make up more and more categories. While you watch through these awards, I want you to remember one thing. We all started at the same place. The only difference between where I'm at today and where you're at today is the amount of time that I've been doing something. Like, look at my first post. It doesn't, if you saw this, you wouldn't think like, oh, that's something Britt made. And I hope that now I've kind of developed my colors and my perspective, that when someone sees my work, they're like, oh, like, that's Britt, before they even say my name. But it takes so much trial and error to figure out what it is that works for you and that you get so excited about. So work at it every day, and the only thing keeping you from here to there is like doing the next thing. Just do the next thing, okay? I believe that since you're a dog groomer, you already possess this very special skill of being creative. Like, you're sculpting dogs with your scissors. Like, you're taking something, you're trimming away the things that don't add to it, and you're highlighting and exemplifying the things that need to be brought to the light. And so I think when you take that creativity of what you already have, you can apply it to so many different creative outlets and really thrive because you have that vision, okay? For me personally, this has been such a fun, reviving outlet for me of doing grooming for 8 years to deciding one day I'm gonna take a picture of every single dog that comes into my shop, and having that little something to look forward to every day totally revived my passion again for dog grooming. And beyond that, I got to see how my customers loved it, how there was this giant community I didn't even realize existed on social media. And while I'm super sad that this is all kind of the end for me, like, my husband and I, we're in my camper van right now. We're building a van to drive to South America. I'm not gonna be grooming, you know? And I just feel like if I can pass along my passion and the things that I've learned over the years to you guys, and I can kind of sit back for the next year and just watch and see the things that you try, like, that would bring me so much joy. So I encourage you, try it out, take risks, and I will be following along on your journey. So here's how the awards are gonna work. All of the people that I've picked to highlight for each of my categories have no idea that I'm even doing an awards thing. So we're gonna call them, and you guys are gonna see their reactions to finding out they won an award to something they've never heard of. I don't have like fancy awards to give out, but what I want to do is the winners of the awards this year, I want them to find and be like the judge of their category for 2021. So they're gonna be keeping an eye out this whole year to see what you guys are making, and then, I don't know, next year, maybe hopefully we can do this again. I don't know where I'm gonna be at in the world, but let's make it happen, and let's think of like so many more categories. All right, so let's start. The first category is the Storyteller Award. Get it, like storyteller, but like we're dog groomers, so like everything has to have a dumb dog pun. What I love about this style of video is you start off with the before, and we see the steps, the process of getting to the after. And I think there's so much value in showing this behind the scenes look of what goes into grooming a dog, you know? And beyond that, you get to see the unique personality of each of these pets. And I think for dog owners, that's really special. For us, it's really fun and challenging because each dog is so different, you know? Like, this dog's really quirky, so I wanna show its quirky side, or I wanna show its happy, excited side, or its really chill side. by the way that you film them, you can tell a story of something that you just wouldn't see from just a picture. But let me tell you, it is so much work. Like the editing that goes into this, setting up the tripods, getting those shots, like so many different angles and clips combined into one. But it's so fun at the end of the day to edit all of that together and see the story come alive. In my mind, there's one person that really stands out above the rest in their storytelling this year. And so our winner of the Storytale Award is Amy's Pooch Parlor. And now, let's try to call her. Hello? Oh, hi!
Now can you see me?
Welcome! No, I can't see you.
Still can't see me?
There we go. Girl, your hair is awesome. Those colors are...
Yesterday. This is my view right now at my parents' house. It's beautiful here.
Holy cow, where are you?
In Newfoundland, so this is right by the water.
Like the Newfoundland dog.
Yes, so I'm from the province that they came from.
Wow, gotta love a Newfie, you know?
Yeah, I don't like grooming though.
Yeah. Okay, Amy, I am so glad you're here today. Why are you freaking out?
I don't know, I'm freaking out.
Okay, well, I'm calling you today because I think that you are doing some pretty amazing things. When I go through your profile, I see you are an incredible photographer, first of all.
Oh, thank you.
The quality, and imagine right now, I'm gonna be showing people while we're talking. Imagine on the side just like all your best photos, and people are like, wow, Amy, I didn't know, this is amazing. So, you have some of the most priceless shots, you know, like these half-second moments where you're like, how did she do that? The quality is insane, like the lighting and the backdrops that you do. I can't do that. Definitely not. Amazing.
You're gonna make my ego way too big right now.
Great. Let's just blow it up. The backdrops that you create, like your quarantine backdrop, was hilarious, and I think like a treasure that these clients are gonna have forever. You have a way though of just like capturing the personality of each dog in a way that is very much so like Kenichi Nagase, the way that he like grooms dogs to their personality, or Grace Chan, and she did the puppy styled book. You have this eye to like, I don't know, like you see this dog as like this individual, and you bring that to life. But today we're not going to talk about your photos. Today I want to talk about your videos, because this year you have been making some very amazing short little clips.
Only because of you though. You're the inspiration.
Stop.
Giving me tips.
I have, and I think there's something beautiful about when you reached out and you asked so many good questions, and then you like actually apply them. And I have just seen you just take off in the way that you're editing, like you edit on the beat, you find like unique angles, which is so much work goes into what you're doing. I don't think people realize, and that's like, it just, I don't know, it's like at the end of the day, maybe you're like, why am I editing this? What's the point of this? But Amy, you are so seen and loved, and let me just make sure I'm not missing any of your things. And you are the winner of the 2020 Storytale Award. And imagine right now imagine too on the side right now, there's like a big montage of people clapping. So you gotta watch this later and you'll see it'll have the real full effect. But I'm so proud of you. Amy, it's a made-up award. You don't have to cry about it.
Thank you, Britt. I don't know what to say. Like, I have no words. I'm just doing it because my clients love it.
Yeah.
And I enjoy doing it. And I've seen people like yourself who are just making making these super creative things that the owners get to keep forever.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I want to do. I can't always afford to give my clients gifts, but this is things that I can do for free that they can have for the rest of their life.
Yeah.
So this is why I started doing what I'm doing, but it's people like you that gave me the ideas and it's inspired me to do these things. And it makes me want to keep learning and getting better, so.
Well, we have a lot.
I'm crying. I don't know what to say besides thank you.
You're welcome.
And I don't feel like I deserve it. There's so many people out there that are much more creative and talented than I am, but
I really do feel like, and I have told you this, that like you have this natural eye, and that's something that's really hard to teach. It's hard to teach someone how to make something really good. Like a lot of us, you know, we know what looks bad and we can try to just not make sucky things, but you do have this intuition in you, this unique creativity where like that's so hard to teach.
you know, I want to keep getting better and getting better shots. And I do a whole lot of slow-mo, but what I've realized is that when we're working with dogs, all their cute moments happen so quick. And that's why slow-mo works so well with that, because you're able to capture those moments in a split second. But you slow that down and you capture every expression in the dog's face.
Yep. I picture the video of your slow pan on the Shih Tzu that's standing up like this, and it like starts. You have so many good ones that start at the bottom and they just pull up, and you're like, or even the one where you're doing the de-shedding tool and it's going to the side and the drool is just dripping down. That's just priceless moments. Well, okay, I have one question for you. Beyond getting attention like on Instagram, like our community seeing what you're doing, being like, oh, this is so cool. How has making these videos impacted you and your clients?
Oh, well, this, like I said, this is my way of giving back to my clients. I'm very blessed to have such a great client base. I think I'm one of the luckiest groomers in the world with the client base that I have. They totally respect what I do and respect me. So this was just a way for me to try to give something back, something that they can keep forever and for a lifetime.
What's their reactions when they see their videos?
Oh, they love it. Like I have have clients that are printing out every photo I do and making calendars. But when I get a client, like after a dog has passed, and you know, if I'm friends with them on Facebook and I see them sharing my pictures, that's the exact reason why I do what I do.
Yeah.
I'm giving them a keepsake for a lifetime.
Yeah. And like a very high quality keepsake.
But you know, that's exactly why I started doing it.
Yeah.
Because I have clients that are staying with me for their dog's lifetime, so the least I can do is give them something back that they can keep for a lifetime.
Oh, Amy, I love your heart. I just love you. You're so awesome.
I'm gonna cry again.
Well, okay, here's the other kicker of now that you are the winner of the Storyteller Award this year, you are actually going to be the judge of your category for this entire next year, and then this time in 2021 you are going to pick out the person that you feel like has done the best job in your category.
That's exciting. I love when I see someone do something different, so now I'll be like making a mental note about that person.
And then that person that you pick will take over your spot as the judge, and so do you see it? Can you see it?
Great idea.
Okay, well really it's just less work for me, so you know.
No, that's a great idea. And that way we feel like we're handing something on to the next generation in a way.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say besides thank you, and you're the best. You're like the best person on the internet. Not only your content, but you as a person, you're the best.
Stop it. To cut.
I can run inside and like tell my mom.
I love that.
I'm 3 years old and I still just want to run and tell my mom.
That's awesome.
Like, this is like the highlight of my career now. Like, it doesn't get any better than this.
I hope it gets better than this.
It's really fun though. I really enjoy doing it. It's almost like a way for me to share what I do every day, because I work alone most of the time. It's like, it can get lonely and like people don't get to see the fun things about our job.
Yeah.
And this is a way, like, I said to my friend one time, she was like, why do you do all these videos? I said, it's my responsibility to the world to share this cuteness.
It is, Amy, it is.
It's not fair for me to keep it all to myself.
I'm so glad you are You're so generous.
No, you're generous. Look at what you're doing right now. Look at this.
I'm just doing my little part, you know?
You're making so many people have a fantastic day, week, month just by doing this.
I hope
You're
so.
changing lives.
Thanks, Amy. All right, well, I'll let you go and tell your mom.
I'm going. I'm gonna run.
All right, love you, girl.
Love you too. Have a good day.
Bye. Our next category is going to be called the Aesthetic as Fluff Award. There's something about the intentionality of a well set up shot. You know, when you see that there's not a lot of clutter, there's not dog hair on the ground, things are simple, and they have this certain style to them that just sets them apart. That when you look at it, you know, like, oh, this is this person's work because it has this feel to it, you know? And there's a lot of people doing it really well. You know, you look at their feeds and you can see this symmetry of the colors and the style of the photo, what's in the background, what perspective they're looking at the dog. And the person I think of when I think of aesthetic is Grooming by Brianna. So let's give her a call and tell her that she won an award. Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
You're probably wondering why I'm calling you so late at night.
Yeah.
I have some exciting news for you.
Okay.
Brianna, this year, you have done some amazing things.
Aww.
From posting the most aesthetic, like little tutorial videos, to blowing up the internet with freaking your what's it called, corrective grooming, which has 678 shares to date so far, and to the point where you had to like convince people it was the same dog, which is
Yes.
just shows how amazing of a groomer you are.
Thank you.
You also donated a bunch of grooming loops, handmade grooming loops to the Pup Relief Tour groomers that were just beautiful. Your competitive grooms are just like stunning. Like hi Kumo. But I think overall your posts and the way that you have this feel to what you post really stands out to me, in that when I see something that you've posted, I instantly know that it's yours before I even see your name on the top. And you just,
That's so cool.
you add so much beauty and light to our industry. So, Brianna, I am pleased to announce you are seen and loved, and you are this year's winner of an award that I just made up called the Aesthetic as Fluff Award. Pause for a sec. Dad, I'm really, really busy right now. Continue.
I mean, coming from you, like that just means the world to me. Thank you. Like I just really enjoy doing this, and to feel seen and loved, that's just amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, you deserve it. So I have a couple questions for you just to kind of help people maybe. When I look at your feed from like your very early days of grooming compared to your feed now, like it does not resemble anything like what you're making right now. So what kind of tips would you give somebody that's like trying to find their aesthetic style? Like how did you get there? What can you tell them?
I think first of all, finding your style, and I feel like that can be like the hardest part. But once you I would say kind of like find a group of photos, or maybe somebody else's Instagram that you kind of admire, whether it's the colors, or just their overall like vibe, and not copy it, but try and put your own like twist on that. And another thing is just really keeping in mind what's in the background of your photo.
This is literally my second question. My second question is, what should people look for when setting up shots that to make it pleasing to the eye?
Yeah, definitely. So look at your background. Like, I think, you know, we as groomers take so much, I think, pride in our everyday grooms. But I think, like, when we display that to the world, like, I think we should also take pride in the photo itself. So I like to focus on not only the groom in the photo, but like the entire photo. So looking at what's in the background, and things like lighting, make sure the photo is clear, not blurry. I feel like those are really important things. And I think there's also just like, I feel like people just really need to have fun with it, like change it up and try new things. Like throughout my feed journey, I've kind of tried like doing cooler tones, doing warmer tones, and like just really figuring out like what style I like. And it's taken some time, but I feel like once you kind of like get in your groove with it, it just becomes like really easy and natural. So
well, I'm excited to see what people how people apply that, and you'll be on the lookout. Well, Verena, I'm very proud of you. We're excited to see what you make this next year, and I love you. You're great.
This is just like, honestly, like coming from you, like my creative like idol. Like this is truly, I feel so honored, and yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You deserve it. We interrupt this episode to ask you, if you are enjoying this video, please hit the like button, comment "I like this," then hit subscribe. Thank you. Now back to the show. Our next category is the SEEN Behind the Scenes Award. So I think of Instagram stories as being this amazing instrument to show people the daily things that go into our job. I think that this can influence clients, for them to be able to see like, our job is really hard. Sometimes it kind of sucks. And sometimes it's super awesome, and there's so many fun parts about it, which I think could also influence future groomers. People that look at this and they're like, oh my gosh, being a groomer looks like such a cool job. So there's one person that I feel like always kind of takes this humble back seat, but it's time for her to take the spotlight, because her behind the scenes is so important for us to model after. So Rose and Friends Pet Care, you are the winner. Let's give her a call and tell her she won. Here we go. Pick up, Rose, pick up. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
I'm waking up. I'm good now.
Great.
I'm so happy to wake up to this.
Great. Well, Rose, this year you have completely filled our feeds with a glimpse into your grooming world through your Instagram stories specifically. I love the way that you have shown us what your daily life doing house call grooming, like what that encapsulates, capsules. The way that you pick out songs for each dog that like go with whatever's happening or their personality. Like you even went through an entire like dogs getting ready for a wedding and like what their personalities would be like at the wedding. And I just imagine the owners looking back through those photos and it just totally making their day, you know? You show your side. Like I feel like watching them, I understand like your caring heart, your integrity, and like your personality and the way that you interact with your dogs, you know, and we see that, we get to witness that. The memes that you find, I don't know where you find, oh, hello there. I don't know where you find the memes you do, but like, I just know if I go to your page, I'm gonna find like just joy for myself. You also are full of wisdom, and you take the time to invest in us. You just have this gift of communication. The way that you speak, it brings life. And not only that, you are not afraid to show the hard parts. Behind the scenes, you know, you're showing, okay, here's a pit bull that doesn't like his nails done, so I'm gonna freaking smear peanut butter on a tub and grind his nails, and you know, showing an owner holding a dog that like also doesn't want its nails done, and it's not always glamorous.
Oh my god, it touched my hand. Princess! Oh my god. That was not supposed to happen.
But you can see and feel like, okay, here is one way of responding to a difficult dog. So often on Instagram we want to show like the most beautiful parts and the cool parts, but the fact that you're willing to show the hard parts, you know, gives us the full scope of grooming, as well as just all your great hammock videos of dogs. Like I know that's one of your favorite tools of being able to, you know, you're grooming alone, you don't always have someone to hold the dog. And anyway, I believe that what you are doing behind the scenes is so important that I needed to tell you that you, Rose, are seen and loved, and the winner of this year's Seen Behind the Scenes Award.
And
they're all true.
Honestly, as like the poster of these stories, I often don't really think people take much time to see what I'm doing, but the heart behind the scenes is why I'm sharing, because I just hope maybe there's a handful of people out there that will understand and see a different approach and relate to that, and that there are creative ways to make things work for you out there in the world, and to make it fun and to make people smile, because that's the point of working with dogs, is to just be loved. And oh my god, really, thank you so much.
Well, Rose, I have a question for all the people out there that you know are considering, oh, maybe I should start posting some fun stories. How do you think, it's a threefold question, okay? How do you think that showing like your daily behind the scenes impacts, one, other groomers, two, like your clients, and three, future groomers, like maybe people that are considering getting into grooming?
I think seeing my videos for other groomers in general, I think it's encouragement and reinforcement that it's not always the pretty side that people do see in the finished posts, that there is a lot of actual work that we do, and a lot of struggle, and a lot of laughing, and a lot of eye rolling,
Thank you.
head grabbing.
Thank you.
There's just, they need to relate, and so because our job is often isolated, it's a kind of one-on-one situation, and so just to see that there's a community out there that is going through the same thing is very powerful. For clients, that's one of my favorite parts. They're nearby when I'm doing house call, but they don't always have the luxury of just sitting for hours and watching, so they're running around, and just there's probably always that little hesitation, like, is the pet okay? You know, are they actually happy? And if they get to go back and see this funny video of what I'm doing with their animal, and they see me smiling even through a difficult situation, I think it absolutely reinforces the trust and just the positive vibes that I'm trying to give the animal, no matter what we're struggling through in that moment. I think that's really important for clients to see and hear how we're treating the pet. And for future groomers, that's definitely a big one. I used to watch so many videos online, and I still do. I'm constantly searching for content that can inspire me and help me through new cuts or new strategies, and so I hope the same thing, that they can see that I'm no master groomer. I am not a competitive groomer. I don't do poodles. I am a very, very happy groomer though, and I do have
have some strengths that I think I'm, doing well with, and maybe that's enough for someone else to pick up on to just continue forward in their journey.
Yeah.
We face so many obstacles and so many doubts, so it's really important to see that you don't have to just be, like a lot of people say, you don't have to just be the next big chess runner. There are so many other needs in this industry.
Yeah.
There's a voice for all of us out there, I hope.
And you have a very big voice, and I know, honestly, you are probably the most humble person I've ever met, where I think you prefer maybe not to be in the spotlight, but it's unfortunate because you are the kind of person that should be in the spotlight, because I think you model something that I don't see super often in life in general, of just like, it doesn't seem like you care about other people thinking you're cool. It's just like you're just doing your thing, and you're doing it so well, and the fact that you allow us to observe that, you are teaching people and you are impacting people's lives. So I'm so excited for you to get this award, because you deserve the spotlight, okay? You absolutely do. And you shine. Like, you shouldn't shy away from the spotlight, because you have a voice and you have so many more amazing things to say. So we are very excited to watch your stories this year, and you are going to be the judge of your category for this year, and then next year, 2021, you are actually going to pick out the winner for next year, and then they will take your spot, and it'll carry on, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe this will be the only year. Maybe it'll flop. But you be on the lookout for what other people are doing, and we'll see you on Instagram.
What an honor. Oh my god. I just woke up. I feel like this is a dream. Thank you.
You're welcome. next category is the Uplift and Unite Award. So for this one, I think of like, what are the hashtag movements that a bunch of groomers participated in, you know, things that were encouraging or fun for us to do. In the past, we've had like the groomer dance-off, like those are paparazzi pets, like so fun to watch those. We had the Groomer Appreciation Day. Oh my gosh, so needed, thank you. But this year, I feel like there was one company actually that kind of like fostered a bunch of different little hashtag contests with like prizes, just all of these groomers coming together and doing something that's just fun, you know, and creative. So this year, the award goes to Ryan's Pet Supplies, and specifically to Casey, who is the social media manager and just doing an awesome job brainstorming all of these epic ideas. So let's give her a call and tell her she won. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm just so excited that you could talk right now. Oh, do you have a friend there?
Come here. Dish, come here.
Oh, hi.
We got her.
Well, Casey, I just wanted to call you because you have done some very cool things this year. Ryan's Pet Supplies is not just a brand that's like trying to sell us stuff. I really feel like you guys actually care about like what we care about as groomers, because this year I feel like you have invented and initiated so many different things that have united us together. Doing like your Tub Dog Tuesdays. I loved seeing those posts of, you know, just something that like all of us do every day, and just to celebrate on Tuesdays, dogs and tubs. The Diff Doggo thing, obviously that was really fun to do. Your paw fetish giveaway, that was great. And all of these things you have, like looking through the Ryan's Pet Supplies feed is like giveaway, contest, giveaway. You as being, you know, the social media person over there, and our conversations with you, I know you care so much about just this community, and it's evident in the way that your mind thinks of these, and your team, you know, of course, but like I know you're bursting with all of this creativity and ideas. So you are seen and loved, and officially the 2020 winner of the Uplift and Unite Award.
Wouldn't even be what it is. There are so many people that wouldn't be who they are without you. So I just want to thank you for you're just so cool.
Casey,
So
this is your moment. This is about you.
All right. It feels great to feel seen and loved.
Good. You are seen and you are loved. I have a couple questions. Can I ask you a couple questions for our listening audience? I feel like in our industry, like there's a lot of competition maybe, and Instagram in itself, you know, you're comparing yourself like, oh, I'm not doing this cool thing, but this person is. And why do you feel like it's important for us to like celebrate what each other is doing, you know, to have these different contests where we're coming together?
It's important to celebrate that because social media is a place where we go to compare ourselves to others, and really comparison doesn't do anything for us as a community. So I like to bring people together, and it's not just myself, like Ryan's as a whole, we want to foster like a whole community that isn't just people being competitive. Like there was this post one time where it was like, if there's a new groomer and like they're starting up in your area, you should go talk to them. Don't be competitive with them. Like go be friends with them.
That's awesome.
Like go share, and that post alone like really impacted me. So I always have thought, well, hey, what could you teach someone else, or what can you do to like be more of a community and not, because I just feel like in the world there's not a lot of compassion.
So
Yeah.
we pretty much just only have each other. And we just celebrate our differences,
Yes.
not compare each other. Each person is unique and amazing, and that's why it's so amazing you're doing these awards. Oh my God.
I can't wait for you to see the full thing. It's great.
I'm freaking out.
Okay, next question. If a groomer was interested in like getting into doing more, like maybe they've seen people working with brands, you know, or like ambassador programs, with your eye of like marketing and business, what are things when you're looking at groomers' Instagrams that stand out to you? Like what are things maybe that groomers could try to get noticed by brands and be something that's beneficial for a brand to want to work with a groomer?
I would definitely say you want to seem approachable and personable. I would also say that and this is hard, but just being creative and being unique, and maybe you switch it up every now and again. You don't post the same stuff. You maybe learn photography. And I would just say try to stand out. In all honesty, it's about content, and content is king.
Yeah.
So if you are putting out good content, even if it's weird, people will love it probably. So just, I would say be yourself, but like be fun.
It's good. Well, thank you for the time that you've invested in me personally and believed in me. You've been a big, huge encouragement for me this year, and I have, every time we talk, I just learn so much. It's really grown me in ways that I'm going to carry beyond just pet industry stuff. So thank you so much.
Thank you. I would have to say the same about you, Britt. Seriously, every time we talk, I walk away like a different person. I learn a lot from you, and I'm just so grateful that you're here and for all that you do.
Well, I'm hoping, so here's what is next. You are actually, now that you have won the award, you are actually officially the judge for 2021 awards. So this year, you personally are going to be looking at all of the content coming out this year, and I want you to keep a special eye out on who is someone that you feel like is really, you know, bringing everyone together, uniting and uplifting people with what they're doing.
I can do that.
Sweet. Much love. Congratulations.
Much love.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye. Our next category is the All the Things Award. And this goes to a very special lady who, just when I think she's done all the things, she just starts a new thing, you know? Starts a YouTube channel, starts a clothing line, all the while getting married, building a house, competing. Just her ambition is off the charts. And she's only been grooming, like doing this for like, I don't know, 3 years? Something like that. So, Allison, you win this award and you're amazing. Let's give her a call and see what she has to say. Here we go. Oh, it's ringing. I'm so excited. Hello! Can you hear me?
What's up?
Oh, hi!
Yes, can you hear me?
I can. Welcome.
Yay! What's up?
Allison, you're probably wondering why I'm calling you.
I'm like so full of excitement. I never know what you're up to.
Well, you're gonna find out right now. Allison, I'm calling you because I want to talk about your personality. You have done a lot this year. A lot.
Yeah.
And imagine also while we're talking on the side over here, there's just gonna be like a reel of like all your really cute pictures that you've taken of your dog grooms and stuff. Can you see it?
Gotcha.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So you've been only grooming for like 3 years, right?
Yeah.
Which is insane.
Yeah. I know.
I feel like you have just completely gone all in with this though. And from doing like your competitive grooming and shows, which is like a whole nother world to me, working with brands, You started a YouTube channel called the Groomers channel, pause let's chat, and you have almost like 50 videos now. You have like how-tos, you have tips, you have interviews, you have vlogs. You've had your work featured in a book.
That was crazy.
And you made the cutest stickers, which I feel like I see everywhere now. And all of your proceeds you donated towards suicide prevention, which is beautiful. You have had some crazy ups and downs of 2020. First of all, just COVID in general kind of wrecked all of us. All the while you were planning for getting married. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
And you also built a house and navigated through losing a loved one. You have done so much. So much. Your grooms are beautiful, but more than that, like your personality, like I just see something really unique and special in you. You have this drive and this like wild ambition to just do so much. So, that being said, I have two things that I want to say. So,
Okay.
the first thing is, one, we care so much, this community cares so much more about you than anything that you can ever do. Remember that. But second of all, that saying, I think that your personality and the way that you take risks and try new things is really needed, and something that I really look up to you in that way, and I think so many other people do. So, therefore, Allison, you are seen and loved, and this year's winner of the 2020 award called the #allthethings award. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're
I
welcome.
don't feel like it's anything that I deserve. I just like wake up every day and try to be the best version of myself. So, I mean, thank you.
Just keep doing you. Hey, I have a question. I think that can inspire some people. I feel like since you're constantly a person that's trying new things, I know that it is scary to try new things, and I know that you would admit that too. But somehow you still just like keep doing all these things. So, what would you say? This is your moment. What would you say to someone who's scared to try something new? What advice would you give to that person?
So, I have to preface this by saying I was never always this person of like just taking risks and doing whatever I wanted to do. I lived a life of being scared to do anything and scared to fail, and that was like not a way to live. And then I finally started doing things that made me scared and made me freak out over like, oh my gosh, this is gonna work, whatever. And I loved how much I learned from every single piece, whether I failed or whether I succeeded or whether it was just kind of like middle ground of whatever, okay. But I'd say my best advice is to jump out there and do it, because you never know what's on the other side until you do. And we're all cheering you on. Like, nobody's gonna make fun of you. We're all here for you.
Yeah. So good. The way this works is now you are officially the judge of your category for 2021. So this year I want you to be looking out for somebody that stands out to you as someone going above and beyond. So I picked you because I feel like you have this very particular type of personality, and I think that you are a leader, whether you like it or not. You are leading us, and so be on the lookout of who you think this year is someone that
is also stepping up into that leadership position of trying new things and just making these trails for other people to follow. Sound good?
Yeah. This is the coolest thing ever. You are like a genius, I swear.
Yeah.
And I'm
Thanks.
honored. Thank you, seriously. Like, what in the world?
Surprise. Surprise.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Love you, girl. Talk to you soon.
Love you. Talk soon.
Bye.
Have a great night.
Our last category this year, which I hope next year there's a billion more, is the Tailblazer Award. So this category is celebrating the one that's going just above and beyond, of setting the bar so high that it opens up the doors, like for me personally, creatively, of like, oh, I can do that, you know? This person has gone so far beyond our industry that she's making music videos with Tegan and Sarah. She's doing a vacuum cleaner commercial with Bissell. She's filming a freaking TV show on HBO. Like, who are you? So, Jess Rona, you personally, you have impacted my life more than any other groomer in the industry. You are the person that has believed in me in my weird ideas when other people haven't. Even before meeting me, like believing in my heart and my vision. And beyond that, you are absolutely changing our industry. You are inspiring a legion of creatives to think outside the box. And it's all because of your bravery to make this trail yourself, doing something that no one else is doing. And your passion will have ripple effects forever in this industry. So let's give Jess a call and end these dumb awards. Welcome. Okay, Jess.
My hair!
You look great.
I'm being nominated for something. I don't know if I want my hair to look like this, but
You look great.
here we are.
Here we are, you know?
Here we are. Okay, talk to me.
Jess, this year has been a crazy year for you. Your creativity is just off the charts
So
from...
you're recording.
I'm recording. People are gonna see this. No one's watching right now, but... Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You have no idea what's happening.
Hold on, I'm not ready.
Okay,
Okay.
now you're ready. Okay. Obviously when we all think of you, we think of hair blowing in the wind, but that is just the tip of the iceberg of your just explosion of Jess Rona-ness. So this year, you have helped in music videos. You were the personal fluffer of Katy Perry during the Small Talk video. You've helped in commercials. You did a pop-up shop look-alike thing in New York with like the coolest pictures and the coolest little salon. You did an Instagram story takeover, but like as in the Instagram story takeover. What? You've taught classes. You have won competitions. Together we made that song using only grooming sounds. You've made the cutest little tutorial videos. And
I'm going in my bathroom because it's too loud.
okay,
You're telling me how great I am. I feel like I need to really hear you.
can you show us your bathroom real quick?
Yeah. My dogs want to come in. I guess they can come in. Do you want to come in? Okay, we have cats. Cat.
Wow,
More cats.
this is a lot of cats.
A lot of cats. It's a cat bathroom, you know?
It is a
There's dogs everywhere. There's gotta be a place for
It's
Do you guys want to come in?
the dogs are allowed in the cat bathroom.
Do you guys want to come in? You want to come here?
Oh, Mimu's tail.
Okay, now we're in the bathroom. Now I can hear how great I am. Oh my god, it's so much quieter.
I'm glad we made this decision.
Too.
Okay, so beyond that, you have built the literally the coolest grooming salon I've ever seen. You made your own dog grooming reality TV show in the middle of a freaking pandemic. And beyond that, Jess, you have built a bridge in a way that no one else has so far between the grooming industry and the rest of the world. And me as a groomer, it makes me feel like I'm so grateful that you can show the rest of the world what, the passions behind what I'm doing. And I think you as you're like this mouthpiece for the rest of us to set this tone and the bar so high of what we do is awesome, So, Jess, you are seen and loved, and this year you are the 2020 winner of my highest category, which is the Tailblazer Award. For especially those cats.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Is it a physical award? Are you gonna send me something?
Well, I don't have.
It's not. I'm very upset. It's not. This
Just-
is a failed chat.
I will send you something. It might not be the most exciting thing, but it'll be great. Here's how it works. You are the winner of this award, but you are also going to be the judge of your category for 2021. So I'd love each person that's won an award in their category, they are going to be looking for something specific, of who stands out to them as being whatever it is that they're nominated for.
I pick someone next year.
Yeah, and then they will become...
Who is a tailblazer?
Yeah, who do you feel like is standing out just doing... Yeah, I'll let you interpret it how you want. But, and then they become the judge the next year and so on, so we can hand it off. So keep your eye out.
I'm just nominating myself.
You would.
There's a loophole, Britt. There's a loophole. Okay? Found it. I dove into that loophole.
Wow.
Swimming
Wow.
around.
You're right. Okay.
Dove in.
You just really got to step it up this year, though, if you want to nominate yourself,
Okay, that's fair.
I just, this year,
We'll get to it.
could you have done more? Yes. Did you do more?
No. Okay, that's fair.
So I have two questions that I feel like are really important, that I would love for people just to hear your insight. My first question is, why do you feel like it's important for us to be breaking into these categories that are outside of just grooming world, there's a lot of creativity and things happening that are from groomers for groomers, but I see you doing something that's completely outside of that. Why do you feel like that's important?
I don't feel like doing something outside of grooming is necessarily important. I feel like honoring your inner desire to create is important. So my desire to create something or to be involved with a creative endeavor that is outside of grooming is something that I'm listening to. It's my gut, it's my feeling. It's this is something that's calling to me that will bring me joy. That is what I'm drawn to, and that's what's important. So listen to the inner voice that's I really want to do this. It's really scary, and I don't know what I'm doing, but I need to do this thing. That's important. It's important that we all listen to that voice because it's there.
Yeah.
And a lot of times it just won't leave. It just kind of will start to whisper and to get quieter, but it won't leave until we actually do it. And I'm terrified. I'm so scared all the time. So scared. What am I doing? How am I spending all this money? Who do I think I am? There's all those voices inside that I just am them. They are with me. They are not leaving. I embrace them. They're like little scared children trying to protect me. And I say, it's okay. We're going to keep going. So that's important to me. And that could be within the dog grooming world.
Yeah.
It could be anything. It's totally up to the individual to listen to that inner voice.
I love that. That's perfect. It kind of actually ties into my second question perfectly.
Tell me.
I guess what encouragement would you give someone to like explore their creativity in a way that they haven't before? Like, I feel like you're constantly, I don't know how you keep thinking up the things you think up. Like, it's like your mind is just constantly firing of like, what if we did this? What if we did this? And I'm sure there's so many things that have never happened that you still have ideas about, you know?
Oh my God, I'm a crazy person. I have so many things I want to do.
Yeah.
So your question is like, how do you encourage someone to honor that?
Yeah, I think you kind of touched on that, you know, of listening to your inner voice, but I guess, is there any practical things for like exploring, you know, maybe a groomer has been wanting to make little videos or work with a brand or make their own TV show or something like that. Like how would you encourage them practically just to explore new sides of their creativity?
I noticed you used the word practical twice, and that's not the word. Nothing's practical.
What's the word?
It's, you don't want to do something practical. You don't want to do something that you should do. You want to do something you're scared to do, and you want to do something that you know you have to do. And I think everybody has that. Every single person has that, because, you know, if you plant a seed, the plant just has that desire inside to grow into whatever it's supposed to grow into and have the flowers it's supposed to have, and it's that specific plant. Everybody has the same thing inside of them that wants to grow. Everyone. Some people don't listen to it, they ignore the voice. Some people think it's not practical and it's just not part of their life. And some people are like, I can't not do it. This is my one life. Why not? Why not just fucking go for it?
YOLO.
So I think my biggest advice would be to get quiet with yourself, meditate, walk in nature, do something that can really get you quiet with yourself. You can also do free writing, where you just take a pen to paper and just write stream of consciousness, all of your thoughts out, and get clarity on what it is you really, really want. Just go crazy, think big, and don't be afraid, because it's not scary when you're just getting clarity. It is scary when you do it. You don't have to worry about doing it. Just get clarity on what it is you really want, and you kind of know. You kind of know. And so just like have a heart-to-heart with yourself and just decide to do it. Decide that you want to do it. And if you don't want to do it for now, that's fine. Don't do it. And be gentle with yourself and patient with yourself. But guess what? 3-4 years from now, it's going to still be there, and then you might be ready, and that's okay. So just like patience, kind self-talk, and nothing practical. There's like this one quote that I keep thinking of by Iyanla Vanzant. She once said, if there's not pee dripping down your leg, you're not living right. And that to me just means you are terrified to do things that you don't know how to do, that you're so uncomfortable with, but you do it anyway. And I mean, opening up this shop in a pandemic in Los Angeles, dealing with the city and all the other things took a year to do. I have had so many sleepless nights where I'm not even digesting my food. I'm so scared. What am I doing? Why am I doing this? Like, all these decisions I'm making, but there's that bigger voice inside, and the higher self inside, the God self, the self that you're like, this is my self that has my best interest, has grace and love, and it's not judging. It's not like a critical thinker. It's like just my God self. That's the self I listen to.
Yeah. And you did it. That's the thing, is that you took a risk and you did it, and now here you are. Like, you're not in your garage anymore. Like, this is happening.
I'm out of the garage. Buy my merch, guys.
Oh my gosh. Well,
yeah.
Jess, thank you for everything that you've done in my life personally. It's been
Thank you.
such.
Oh, we're not done. We're just getting started.
I know. We got work to do.
I'm a big
Love you.
I love you.
Thank you.
This is so great. I have never won an award. I've never won an award for grooming. Actually, that's not true. I won for a competition, but not like this.
Yeah.
You need to like make little awards. I want to put the Britt Johnson Award on my
What should it be?
Tap into that creativity, baby.
All right, you guys, I have 3 more things for you before you click off. I did not get paid to make this. I just love you guys and I wanted to just end my season of grooming with a bang. So if you enjoyed this, I have 2 ways that you can respond that I would so appreciate. I am creating an online course of videoDOGraphy. So this is a very specific course I made just for you guys that is combining filmmaking and photography with dog grooming. So what I've been doing the last several years that has brought me so much joy, has gotten me success in getting paid in different ways, getting new clients, working with brands that I love, and I have compiled all of this wisdom into a course for you guys. And I am just so excited for you guys to be able to apply these things, and I know that you're gonna get so much out of it. Secondly, if you wanna stay connected, go over to YouTube. My husband and I are gonna be documenting our journey along the way. I'm actually insulating our camper van with dog hair. There's been over 20 groomers that have sent me dog hair, and it's going into the van. And along the way, my dream for my filmmaking is as we drive down the Pan American Highway to South America, is I want to find ordinary people doing extraordinary things and use my filmmaking to just shine their light a little bit brighter, to make them feel seen and loved and encouraged. And of course there will be dogs, lots of dogs. Every time I travel, I don't know how it happened. My camera just starts following dogs. So if you want dogs from around the world, follow my YouTube. It's Britt and Steve, or youtube.com/BrittSteve. And I would love for you guys to follow along our journey. But I want to leave you with a challenge. When you see something amazing that someone's doing, something that you go, wow, or like, oh, that's so funny, or awesome, whatever it is, don't just say, wow, awesome, funny, cute. Will you leave comments that are specific? Like the more specific you are in encouraging someone, the more of an impact you will have. So the people that have left me comments of being like, I love the way that you did this. Like, those are the comments that encouraged me to keep going, to keep pressing forward. And don't underestimate the power of your words and your encouragement that you can give people. Show people that they are seen and loved. This is not a seen and loved of just these people, but like, let's bring up everyone else and show them like you are seen and loved too. So thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so much. Thank you for encouraging me over these years, and who knows, maybe I'll be grooming again sooner than we think.